A cleaning lady answered a phone call in a different language right in front of a rich hotel owner. The next day, he called for her. Maya Sharma's phone rang as she cleaned the fancy floor of the Zenith Grand Hotel lobby. Usually, she never answered her phone at work. Manager Albright had a strict rule about that, especially for cleaners. But Maya saw who was calling. It was the university. She had tried 6 times to get a scholarship for her master's degree in languages, and this call could change everything. "One moment," she whispered to herself, hiding behind a big decorated marble pillar. That's when her life changed very quickly. "Maya Sharma," she answered quietly, hoping no one walking through the lobby would notice. The person on the phone spoke perfect Dutch. It was Professor Van Houten from the University of Amsterdam. Maya answered right away in the same language. Her perfect speaking flowed easily as they talked about her application for the international program. "My reason for applying was that I wanted to learn about global business, and I sent it 2 weeks ago," Maya explained, worried that her application letter hadn't arrived on time. Then she noticed it was suddenly very quiet around her. She looked up and saw Alexander Vance, the rich owner of the hotel chain, standing a few feet away, watching her with a clearly surprised look. Next to him was Manager Albright, her eyes wide with anger. Maya swallowed hard. "I have to go. I'll call you later. Bye," she said quickly in Dutch, hanging up the phone. "Sharma, in my office now!" The manager's voice cut through the air. The walk to the small office downstairs felt very long. Maya felt her coworkers staring, some feeling sorry for her, others barely hiding how happy they were. At 29, she was the only Black woman in cleaning who had a college degree, something Manager Albright always made a point of forgetting. "You know the rules, Sharma. No phones during work, especially in public areas," Albright snapped as soon as Maya closed the door. "And what was that talking in, French?" "Dutch," Maya corrected without thinking, wishing she hadn't said it right away. "I don't care if it was Martian. What I care about is that Mr. Vance, the owner of this hotel, saw a cleaning lady ignoring her duties to talk on the phone in the lobby." The unfairness felt like burning acid. The white receptionist always took personal calls with no problems, but Maya knew what was happening. It was the same unfair pattern as always. "I'm putting you in charge of the convention center bathrooms for the next 3 months. Maybe there you can practice as many languages as you want without embarrassing the hotel." Maya's stomach dropped. The convention center meant working double cleaning shifts after big company events, with no extra pay. It was Albright's usual punishment for people who stepped out of line. "You can go, and be thankful you're not getting fired." That night was one of the hardest. In her small apartment, which she shared with 2 nurses, Maya cried quietly. She looked at her language degree and international certificates hanging on the flaking wall. For 6 years, she had cleaned hotel rooms while trying to save money for a master's degree, sending out job applications that never got replies after in-person interviews. The next morning, she arrived early, determined to act professionally despite the unfairness. That's when the front desk phone rang. "Maya Sharma," called Jennifer, the main receptionist. "Human Resources wants you right away." The HR department was on the top floor, near the boss's offices. This was unknown territory for cleaning staff. In the elevator, she felt invisible, as always, surrounded by important people talking about huge business deals without even noticing her. "Sharma," the HR director said as soon as she walked in. "Please sit down." Maya sat stiffly, ready for the worst. Most likely, she was getting fired. "Mr. Vance has asked to meet with you. Now." The owner's office was bigger than her entire apartment. Alexander Vance, at 45, was famous in the business world for turning failing hotels into fancy ones. And now he was looking right at her. "Dutch, French, Italian, and Mandarin, right?" he asked directly, looking at an open folder on his desk. Maya blinked. "How did your resume?" "I asked HR for it as soon as I heard you yesterday. An honors degree in linguistics from Georgetown. Fluent in 6 languages, 2 of them Asian, and cleaning my hotel for 6 years. What Maya didn't know was that this moment wasn't by chance. What no one in that hotel suspected was that behind that phone call in Dutch was a much bigger story. an unexpected connection that would not only change Maya's life, but also expose a system of unfair treatment that for years had kept amazing talent hidden behind mops and cleaning products. If this story of unfairness at work makes you angry, sign up to find out how a simple phone call in a foreign language would start a huge change that even the most powerful rich man couldn't have predicted. For a few seconds, the office was totally quiet. Maya stood still, her mind trying to understand what she had just heard. Alexander Vance knew who she was, truly knew her, and not just as the invisible woman in a cleaning uniform that everyone ignored in the hallways. 6 years, Vance repeated, closing the folder and folding his arms. May I ask why a Georgetown-educated language expert is cleaning my bathrooms instead of working on international translations? Maya took a deep breath. I sent 47 resumes to the International Relations Department of this hotel. All were ignored. I tried for an internal transfer 12 times. Always denied. By whom?